Agroforestry Farm, guys. This is where we're at this morning in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And we're here with a message you hear me saying all the time. If you don't want to support the House of Klaus, support the local farmers. We know the government is giving big businesses money hand over fist, and they're not doing anything to support the smaller businesses that employ 60% of this country. Well, Jason and I both have mail order farm related businesses.
Yep.
And Jason's got some cool stuff for sale. Jason, what are you selling?
Let's see. Right now we have pre-orders for redbud trees, for black locust trees. We have corn seed on sale and bottle gourds on sale. And we have brought our daylilies back on sale. All of that's available to purchase at www.greencountryagroforestry.com.
Nice. And if you go to www.greengriggs.com, worms are for sale again. You can buy worms right now. I am selling worms. Who knows? I may expand that and put some other stuff there.
Yep.
Just watching the other video now. Okay, very good.
Because you need fertilizer to grow stuff. And if you don't have enough space, or they won't let you keep livestock for fertilizer, worms do the trick.
Yeah, and worms
They're
don't
quiet.
move. They don't move. They don't crow.
Yeah, they don't wake up the neighbors early in the morning.
And ducks aren't too bad for that. You got ducks here.
They can get out and escape, but it's easier to keep them contained.
Yeah, worms are the world's best little escape artist. That's the truth. Good morning there, Moshe Baker, I believe.
Yeah.
And let's see, Gone Squirty, I think it says.
Doc Savage and
Doc
North
Savage.
Alabama hiking.
Yeah, hey, North Alabama hiking. I should be there tonight. I've been gone for a month. Alrighty, guys.
Yeah,
So,
it's a shorter trip from here to Alabama.
it is. It's a shorter trip. I just did a 14-hour leg. The next leg's about 10 hours, I think. So that should be a lot easier to manage. All right. So let's look at the garden here.
All right.
Let's.
Flipping that camera view around.
Yeah. Turned it around.
Show you something interesting about sunflowers.
Yeah.
Helianthus. So helianthus is, of course, helios from the sun, anthus to be facing. They turn and face the sun. So east is that direction.
Right. We're ready for the rising sun.
And we've got our petals arranged here, and they're in the middle. I think this one's already been fertilized, but ordinarily the insects will be coming in. You see that pretty little pattern on the inside of that?
Yeah, they got a beautiful pattern where the seeds go in there.
But once they've been fertilized,
What's that? Fibonacci pattern?
Fibonacci sequence.
Fibonacci.
Once they've been fertilized, they don't need to be facing up this direction with the rain falling on them, so they do something interesting.
They turn down. Huh?
They turn down. So this one's already been all fertilized. It's turned down, so when the rain falls, it falls on the backside of the seed head, and it doesn't get the forming seeds wet. So those inside of here, those are all the seeds. Actually, there's the seeds right there.
Sweet.
So while the seeds are in here, and before they finish maturing and drying in, the seed head turns down, and that way the rain doesn't make your seeds mold.
Nice.
So nature is working to preserve the harvest for you there.
So Jason's one of the guys that teaches you how to plant things together and maximize how much food you can grow on small spaces. And he's one of these guys that puts some practice this idea that you could actually feed 4 people off of 1/10 of an acre if you pay enough attention to it. Show us your gourds here, mature. No, these pumpkins.
These are Seminole pumpkin. That's a duck.
That's a duck. I see
That's
2
a duck.
ducks.
She's
3 ducks.
she's decided that she wants to lay eggs right there behind that little compost heap. All right. So Seminole pumpkin is Cucurbita machata, and I believe that this is the plant. I don't know if you can even see that thing. I believe that this is the plant that eventually the butternut squash was bred out of. But that's what they typically look like. But they don't all look like this.
Do these taste similar to butternut squash?
Yes.
I love butternut squash.
They taste almost exactly like
But you eat them when they're green, right?
You can eat them green, and you can eat them mature. Either way.
Oh, okay.
So they get kind of a tannish orange color, and then the vine dries up. Cut them up, trim off that vine, put them on a shelf, and they'll keep all winter long. But if you're hungry and it's not winter yet and they're still green, that's okay. They're still edible.
And so are the flowers. But if you eat a flower, you don't get a pumpkin.
And so are the flowers. But if you eat a male flower like this one here, then
Tell us the difference between male and female for the viewers here.
That's just fine.
Explain the difference between the male and the female
All right,
flowers.
well, maybe I should
The female flowers have the little
find
bud behind it that's going to form a pumpkin.
Okay, so that's a male right there.
Yeah, see, it's got nothing behind
Nothing
the flower.
behind there. The base of it
Right.
is skinny.
Yeah.
Now, a female flower. This is one that the blossom got eaten off of
Oh,
because it was hanging down and the ducks
ate it.
Ducks ate it.
Oh, here we go. Here's one.
You see one that's freshly flowering?
Well, right
Yep,
there.
there we go. Yeah,
Right
that's
there.
that's an example of a female flower.
Yeah, so
It's late in the season. I don't know if this one's going to make a mature squash for us, but we could eat it immature too.
yeah.
Like for example, this one we will most likely pick and eat.
What about the leaves?
These are also edible. Whenever they're big like that, they're going to be tough. But the end of the vine has soft and tender leaves.
So maybe when you're about to get a frost, it'd be a good time to come out and eat some flowers and leaves, right?
Well, the male flowers you can start eating at the beginning of the season.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, you can eat them raw. You can batter dip them and fry them. You can put them on your salad.
Nice.
They're perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with them.
Nice. Hey,
They
Ola.
don't have much flavor, but
Dude knows his beans. Hey, talking about beans, we got a bean story.
oh, do it.
Doc Savvy says, dude knows his beans. Let's talk about castor beans.
Oh yeah. We should. Hang on a sec.
Yeah.
So this one here, it's got something wrong with it.
Yeah, it's kind of backwards.
It's kind of backwards. The top is nice and firm,
Should
like
be the other way around.
like you expect. The bottom is a little soft and squishy.
Yeah, and it's small.
And that means to me that this one's probably not gonna do so well.
So that's when you'd want to
It'll
eat
probably
green.
start rotting from there. So I'm gonna probably for lunch.
There you go.
You can chop that up, put it in a salad, cut it into strips, batter dip it, fry it, bread it and fry it. Or, well, yeah, that's about it.
Now look at this plant. Is this one plant or two or
That's
three?
one plant.
Huh?
That's one plant.
This is all one
This
plant.
is all one.
Guys, this is one plant running around this fence side.
It's well, there's more to the plant than that.
Oh, more to the plant than this.
Yeah.
Oh, is this on down out here? This is it too?
Yeah, it keeps going.
Wow.
But good and get on over there. I'll show you something that you didn't get to see you didn't see the last time.
All right, I got to hold on the fence post. Well, we got hold on the phone there.
Dun, dun. Nope, you can't see it. Dun. Okay, so all the stuff in that walkway there, that's the same plant.
Wow.
All the stuff here at our feet, same plant.
You know what? I wouldn't mind getting some seeds from this thing. That'd be a good thing to buy from me.
Climbing up here, same plant. Yeah, we will have these seeds available. Oh, there's another one over there. I didn't see it. So as the stuff starts to die off here, we're starting to see more and more of them, more pumpkins popping up. Of course, these are the Egyptian walking onions. They're going on sale in spring.
Beautiful.
Perennial onion, top setting.
Beautiful.
I'll show you what happens with the top that's later. You didn't get to see this because it was overgrown.
So what do we got in here?
During the time that you were busy in Arizona, I was rehabilitating our hedgerow.
Peach tree.
Peach tree. There's a red bud right there. That's one of the things that we have on pre-order. This is a dinky one. This is another item that we're selling, the daylilies. Of course, they're not in flower right now, but
So tell us about the edible bud of a daylily.
edible bud of the daylily, edible flower.
Or the, not the, I meant the root.
Oh, the edible root.
Yeah.
Well, it's a starchy tuber that has a lot of fiber on the outside. It's a little bit on the watery side. So hang on, let me see. A little bit on the watery side, has a lot of fiber on the outside. So unless you really need extra fiber in your diet, remove the skins before eating the tubers.
What we got down here? Little snake.
Yeah.
We got a little snake, folks.
There's supposed to be snakes in the garden.
Yeah, little bitty snake.
They belong here. They eat
It
bugs.
grows up, it'll eat bugs that size. If it gets bigger, it might eat rats.
This one's a no, not helianthus. It's related. It is a helianthus, but it's not genus helianthus. It's same family.
What is helianthus?
Smolanthus sancifolia is what this one is, or yacon. But you can tell from the way the plant looks. Generally
Arrowhead
speaking,
looking
it looks an awful lot like the sunflower. They are related. Okay. Back this over here. They're asking about the leaves. You don't want to eat them when they're like that. And there's another one there. But
Like-
whenever they're young and
Like
tender
this.
like these, right? And you can feel the difference in
A
texture.
lot of plants are that way.
But the young tender ends, especially this time of year, whenever I know that I'm not going to be wanting any more squash out of these, and I don't need them to grow anymore. Oh, look, there's another little female flower right here.
Ah.
All right, so we'll nip that, and hopefully that'll tell the plant to stop growing in this direction. But now we've got a mess of greens that we can either cook up with some onions and bacon, or you can always there
you go.
just put them in your salad and eat them.
There you go.
They're a little fuzzy.
Gregory Stevens says,
they're kind of like a kale.
Says, boil down a big pot of greens and you end up with a cup full if you're lucky. Well,
Yeah.
that's true. But hey, that's the cool thing about this stuff, and we're at the end of the season, so it's a good time to nip some greens out of this stuff.
Yep. Well, you have a whole bunch of things that you take a little bit of.
What's this thing right here?
This thing right here is
Going in water.
water chestnut.
Water chestnuts.
It's water chestnut.
Awesome.
Yep.
Jason's got a little bit of everything out here.
A little wildlife attraction pond for the frogs and the salamanders, and the snakes too.
Frogs,
and
salamanders,
the lizards,
snakes,
and everything that needs water.
See, the beauty, guys, of not putting poison on your garden, you can do just what Jason did. You can pick it and eat it. You don't have to wash it or anything. It's ready to go, ready to eat. Now look at this. This is a little food forest. It's just full of plants growing lots of food.
And all of that is the same. That's all the same pumpkin.
That's all the same.
That's all the same pumpkin. It starts right over there. You see where the really tall things are? Those are Jerusalem artichokes. But right next to them is a tiny, tiny little dessert plum tree, and at the base of that, right at the base of that little tree,
you planted
is where all of this one pumpkin came from.
Wow, guys, this is massive.
One plant.
Massive. Now, did you train it by putting it up on the fence in some places?
No, I woke up and discovered that it had just jumped overnight and started climbing up and over the fence, and I did have to occasionally go out and pull it off of the trees.
Okay, I understand. When did
About 2 or 3 times a week.
When did you plant it?
Maybe April 20th. About
April 20th. Guys, look at this. All right, so now
it is a little bit later in the week that
September.
That I planted our first round of corn. That's the second round of corn there. The second crop of corn.
So in 5 months, this thing took a ton of property. That one plant did. All right, so you've got your second crop of corn. You said
second crop. That is the second crop that will be ready here in about maybe 30 days or less.
So what are these? What are these, Jason?
That is buckwheat.
Buckwheat.
Oh yeah, this wasn't planted up whenever you came through here.
I love buckwheat. Is that going to make this time?
No, probably not.
So it's kind of late.
You might see a couple flowers, but mainly it's there to do the job of being something holding down the soil.
Yeah, you need something live in the soil all the time. I see some greens in there you can harvest.
Oh yeah. Well, these are edible also.
Oh, okay. I need to get the grain from it.
Got
a little bit of a
that
flower.
was trying to make a flower. Yeah, we probably won't get grain out of it. But these here are elephant trunk amaranth. And if you're growing those for microgreens, this is a great seed stock because it produces thousands and thousands of tiny little seeds like that.
Yeah, great.
And of course, we got clovers in here that I planted, and there's probably some
nitrogen in the soil.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of clover are those?
That's Dutch white and red. I mixed 2 different types of clover. So if one type didn't want to sprout and grow in a spot, the other one might. So you might mix multiple different varieties of the same thing. And then
what's our big dark green vine?
That one is sweet potato.
Sweet tater.
Leaves are also edible on that.
Oh yeah, there we go. Leaves are edible.
Now you were going to be talking about beans. This thing right here is castor bean coming up. The plant is not toxic, but the seeds are.
And they look like beans, except there's one little difference.
There is one little difference. Whenever did you already show them?
No, I'm in my pocket with a bunch of other junk. I got hold the camera a minute. Hold the camera if you want to. Just show stuff around, and talk about it. And I'll see if I can fish the stuff out of my pocket with all the other junk in here.
There you go. Oh, that little tree right there. That's an Allegheny chinkapin. It's like a chestnut tree, but it only grows to be about 10 to 12 foot tall. So if you don't have a lot of space and you'd like to have a nut tree, there you go.
Chinkapin. How big a nuts it make?
I don't know. I've never had them.
Okay.
I've never had them.
So guys, It shows the castor is a small plant, so that's it, right
Yeah.
there.
That's before it gets its true leaves. Those are
Yeah, and the big leaves are very characteristic. Let's walk up the front.
We'll go around this way. It'll be easier than going back over the fence.
Okay.
Oh, we actually have some blooms on the dahlias this time for you.
Beautiful.
These are also, yeah, you guessed it, another
Edible dahlia.
another edible flower, and the roots are edible too.
Okay.
This one's a hazelnut. They're not doing so good here in Oklahoma for us.
Huh.
Well, they're not doing here on the river bottom for us. Some of them are growing okay, but mainly we have an issue. There's one that died. We're having issues with the burrowing rodents wanting to come along and chew them up. Oy. Those are goji berries.
Goji berries.
I just transplanted that one this year, so
that's like a superfood.
yeah. Now these are going to be a little bit on the tart side this time of year. You wait until after you get your first frost, and then they sweeten up.
Nice.
But they're still loaded with antioxidants.
Goji berries. You got a little bit of everything.
Locust
tree. I know what that is.
In the walkway there.
Locust.
All right. So those top sets, yeah. Ooh, a little sour. Those top sets for the walking onions, if you take them out and you plant them, they'll start to sprout. And then whenever they get a little bit bigger than this,
Little seed head bends over and they just self-plant themselves.
When they get a little bit bigger than that, you can pick them up and transplant them. This area here is going to be a dedicated planting area for alliums.
For what?
Alliums.
Alliums, okay.
Onions, garlic.
Onions, garlic, got it.
Start out with a silver white garlic in here. It's a soft neck storage garlic.
Okay,
It's, one of the longest storable garlics out there. So if you're looking for a garlic that you can grow at home and save at home, and it's going to keep until you're ready to use it, the garlic that we'll be growing is one you might be interested in.
I do good with storing the hard-necked elephant garlic if I morning glory.
Yeah.
If I plant them, if I dry them good.
Greens. More pumpkins.
More pumpkins. Is this the same plant still?
No, this is actually plant number 2.
Plant number 2.
Plant number 2. Which is here.
Okay.
And kind of meets up with the other one in there somewhere. Oh, yeah. We got about 3 spots in here that you can step without stepping on anything.
Yeah, don't step on vines anymore. Well, that's a big one right there.
That one's, we're just going to have to invite company over.
That would be a good dinner. Make that, and you got a whole dinner.
Just going to have to invite company over for that one.
Whoa, cat, move.
Underfoot.
Oh, that's why you named it Underfoot. I see. Right when I was about to step in that hole, the cat appears.
But they're underfoot, yeah. Oh, we got about 7 minutes to get to breakfast.
All right, let's go to the castor plant real quick and tell the rest of the story, and we'll head over and meet the geologist. Beautiful little. And all these have edible tubers.
Little oak tree over there is a Cricus macrocarpa.
Oh, look at the
bur oak. They make the largest, well, some of the largest edible acorns.
How old's your pecan tree?
About 9 years.
9 years, just loaded.
Yeah, it's loaded. The limbs, you can tell the limbs are swooping down from the weight of all the.
Yeah, duckweed everywhere.
All right. Oh, by the way, when it comes to daylilies, they come in a couple different varieties, right? These tiny little things are what I transplant out into the yard.
Okay.
These are what I sell.
Oh, nice.
So whenever they're big enough that I know that they're going to be fine, they're established, that's when I pack them up and sell them. I just got an order for 25 of these. We have a couple of different sizes. We got, you can buy a small pack of 4, and then we have the bulk order of 25. Just got an order for 25.
All right. I'm going to show them your castor plants. There we are. We don't have to go any further than this. We're running out of time. Here's a castor plant.
Yeah. And they can get big. I got another one over there on the other side.
He's got a huge one on the other side. These are the seed pods. They're actually really pretty.
They're in flower. And then whenever they're done.
And the only toxic part is the bean.
Yeah, the only toxic part is the seed itself.
All right, here are the seed. See these?
And there's what the seed pod looks like if you happen to see one lying around.
Yeah, don't eat these beans. Now, one key difference in these beans, and look just like a bean, except on a regular bean, the attachment point is midway, like right here where my thumb is. But on these, the attachment point is at the apex, at the end of the seed. Don't eat these. These will, you will cease to exist if you eat these beans. However, if you had a jar of these for planting purposes, and you're prepping and somebody come along stealing your stuff, you can say, hey, don't eat my beans. And that's a fair enough warning, but that'll make it sure they'd want them, right?
Whatever you do, don't eat those beans.
Yeah, don't eat those beans. That's the first thing they'd do. But then you warn them. That's a mint.
That's mint.
You know how I know it? You know how I know it's a mint?
You can smell it.
Yeah, well, no. The first thing is visually the leaves starting in cross patterns, and the stem's square.
Stem. Yep.
So you can always tell a mint
plant. The square stem is a dead giveaway for all the lamiums.
That's right. That's right. So here's your seed pod.
Thanks.
Thanks for the seeds. I'm planting some castor.
And here's some mint, just in case you don't want to have bad breath.
Oh, okay. I could use that. Thank you.
All right. Let's go get some breakfast.
All right, let's do that. I'm in the van. I'll meet you there, okay?
All right. You know where it is?
No. Well, I mean, I'll follow you there.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Give me a second. I'll get my keys.
All righty. I got to unplug the van and put my cooler back in. Now, he actually loaned me some power tonight. Now, I've got power to run a lot of stuff, but that helped because I was running the fan last night and my CPAP. Here's my cooler I'm going to put back in. I'll do a van tour maybe tomorrow. I got solar arrays up here. With the Home Depot solar arrays, I don't recommend them. It's the only thing you can charge them. Their little power controller only gives you USB outputs and a couple of lights. And I think it sucks. That's for your Home Depot solar arrays. Keep everything locked because I keep nugs in here. And nug kibbles. So it's good just to have a habit of keeping things locked. Alright guys. See that top? No, this is a mess. There's my table, desk, computer stuff, control panel for the solar. I'll give a video on that one day. My clothes storage, my medicines, CPAP, food. This was a food cooler. I used it coming up and it was so hot. There's my extra little battery pack down there that I can run CPAPs off up at night that charges from the vehicle itself. Take on the clothes. Yes, good. There's my bug out bag in my bug out van. There's water. There's little knickknacks and cigars and stuff. So I got everything I need right here in this trusty, dusty bug out van. All right, we got it unplugged and we're ready to roll. Not bad for 400 bucks, right? Alrighty guys, let's see. I'll give a better view of the van soon. Let's see here. Folks are saying, how's the driver's leg room in that? Oh, it's pretty good, but if I sit in there too long, my legs get stiff. Those castor beans look like spotted ticks. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Pablo, how you doing? Scooby Snacks. Wow, you still with us early in the morning. How about that? That's nice. Lady Dagger Status. Good to see Lady Dagger Status. Hadn't seen you in a while. Cut greens are concentrated goodness. That's true. Elton. My dad showed me his chickapin tree when I was little and showed me and fed me ripe nuts. That's good. All right, guys, we got to roll. So all I'm going to say is thank you for watching, and Greg out.